He's my other son, but he's not. But he's traveled with me since he was in high school and college. He made the Olympic team, and I get a little emotion because he made the team. And we have Jordan, who just broke the record at
Good job, Jordan.
And he would like to demonstrate. We have one of the best coaches from New Orleans, Ruby Cheney, is going to be doing some talking. And then old Nana, or Grandma Bocce, Jean. Eric calls me Nana, and the other one's Papa. Anyway, and I've been walking since I met, way before your parents were born, 64, and got to go to Sweden, got to go to Munich, and it wasn't in the Olympics then, but when it was in the Olympics, I did get 8th in the trials. But I was like old in my 40s when the kids made it. They were 16 and 17, but I was proud enough to make the Olympic trials. So this is your team, and there are demonstrators. You've got the rules. Ruby, do you want to go with the rules?
I want Gary to go first because
Gary, go ahead.
He's our Olympian.
Okay.
He actually made.
So hey, it's great to be here. I'm thrilled to see you young people here. I did Junior Olympics back in 1976. When your parents were probably around, or maybe not even then. Anyway, but I'm going to tell you, it was a great experience. I did the 1 mile race walk back it was in Memphis, Tennessee back then in 1976. And guess what? I didn't win. In fact, I finished 17th. I finished way, way back. But a decade later, 12 years later, I made the Olympic team, and I won the Olympic trial. So it is not what you do now that predetermines your life. Guess what? What you're doing now is just a start of where you're going to take your life. And it's not just about race walking. It's about everything, about school, where you take your job, or your life, school, all those things. What you're doing now is just a basis of steps going forward. If you want to continue as an athlete, remember, it takes a decade. Many of you are probably not even 10 years old. But it takes a decade to become great at something. I don't care if it's a doctor, I was an electrician, it took me a decade to become good. As an Olympian, it takes a decade. It takes 10 years, 10,000 steps, 10,000 hours, all those 10s multiplied over and over. So anyway, it's great to be here. I'm thrilled now that I'm an official to watch you young people walk and to help you out. And I can give you some demonstrations. You want me to give some demonstrations?
Should we move to the track? Tracy, do you want us on the track?
Yes.
Okay.
May I first say
let's go on
But
over. Unless somebody else wants to talk.
I want to say the first two rules of race walking. There are only 2 rules of race walking. And the first is loss of contact. That means you're up off the ground. You're not coming down on the ground. It's going to be demonstrated. But there are 2 rules. The other rule is your knee must be straight. And in demonstration, we will show you what that means, okay? Loss of contact is what a jogger does. A jogger is up off the ground. In race walking, 1 foot has to be down at all times. That's the 2 rules, only 2 rules. And we'll address about officiating around the track. 3 calls and you're out. 3 different officials. 3 different officials. I can call you only 1 time. It goes to someone else. I can warn you, but I can call you only once.
Do the parents or coaches?
Yeah.
We've got some more people just joined in.
These are the panels that judges use. Also, we can also verbalize. We can call you and say, number 270, your knee's bent. And what does it correct a bent knee? Put landing on your heels. But running is a no-no in race walking. And the red paddle, that's the chief judge's paddle. And that's the person that will pull you off the track after you get 3 different calls, okay? But anyone else need some rules? I have the rules all printed up here. Okay. Have some more? Okay. So, anyway, now we can go on to...
show them.
Let's move on to the track.
Hold up, Ruby. One last thing. Show them the paddles for which one is which.
Okay.
Need some help here. Okay. This is meaning you're off the ground. The wavy, that means you're off the ground. This one here means you've got a bent knee. And many times when they call this, they call this lifting, because you're off the ground, running, lifting, running. And this one here, if you don't have a straight leg, they call it creeping. You're bending like this all the time. You gotta have a straight leg. Okay? So those are the two basic rules of walking, and like she said, three of those, and if they give you a red card, now here's the rules also. A judge can show you one of these, okay? Doesn't mean you get a red card. It can mean you are getting to that point, in danger of having a bent knee or off the ground. Doesn't mean you have a red card. But if you get 2 or 3 of those from a judge, it means you probably need to slow down. Usually, when you are having technique problems, you're going too fast and not concentrating. So in order to correct that, you need to slow down a little bit and then work on your technique. Because here's the deal. It's better to finish the race and be a couple of places back than not to finish and be DQ'd and not finish at all. So there's the deal with it being disqualified in the rules.
And the 3 times that you're more likely to be called is when the gun goes off and everybody wants to get off as fast as they can, forget their form. Second is passing. When you're passing someone, you got them in your sight, and you're gonna pass them, and you forget your form. Third is the finish line. When you see the finish line, people cheering, come on, blah, 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 and you lose your form. So remember, those 3 times, when you're passing somebody, I hear parents and coaches saying, don't let them pass you up. Blah, blah, blah. That's fine. That's, we have no problem with that. But when they say that, you forget and go, you don't want them to pass you, and you lose your form. Okay?
The other thing is, we're not here as judges to disqualify you. We're here to encourage you, and we'll correct you on your first time and say you've got a bent knee, or you're running, or you're off the ground. We're not going to give you a red card. I promise you that. It's, you have to straighten up, right? The only person that can give you a red paddle is Mr. Bocci. Can you stand?
Chief Judge.
He can't hear.
He's with the AAU hat.
The Chief
With
Judge.
the AAU hat. He's the only one that would have this paddle.
And our red cards go into the Chief Judge. That's the person that
We don't do that.
And in on the track, the Chief Judge can pull you off. Once you get 3 red cards, we can pull you off. He's the only one. He's the only person that can pull you off. Of course, you've had 3 red cards, and you're disqualified. Okay.
That hasn't happened since I've been doing it 15 years.
Well, it happened in the Masters in Baton Rouge 2 weeks ago. so therefore, yeah, you can. But anyway,
okay, do we want to walk over to the track?
Okay, let's go to the track.
Now we have to go.